Going with the 5-wood. Needs this to kick a bit left. Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. That's well holed. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Opting for the 5-wood. Oh, that was a little loose, wasn't it? That's not the shot they're after.
Greens and regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Putting for a par now. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is a must-make, guys. They've got this for bogey.
Currently at 7 over par. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Par 4, back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
Oh, that didn't look like their best swing there. Well, this should be unpredictable. That's a bit out of shape. Always think about taking one more club when playing to an elevated green. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be. Not the result they were after there.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
That is a touch of class from the bunker. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Now 8 shots back after that hole. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
That'll flick a few of the leaves going through there. She's better than that. That'll be disappointing. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Oh, you see that one bouncing around the branches like a pinball machine? Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Yeah, she'll have no trouble here, guys. This is sitting perfectly in the rough.
And here we are with their fourth. Oh, that looked like a bit of an ugly swing there. That's not what they were looking for.
Greens and regulation have not been in order today. They need to improve on this.
Here's their sixth shot. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful out of the sand. This putt coming up is for triple bogey. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. This hole here is a par 4.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
Playing from around 110 yards out. This one's headed right, Rich. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Well, story of the day for this player is just missed too many greens. You can't afford to do that.
Oh, yes, what a shot. Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Opting for the 6-iron. That shot's going to get rinsed, I think. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards. Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
Well, that was a bit wayward, wasn't it? And that was a bit of a misfire.
Another missed green in regulation. They got to do better.
Playing their 4th shot. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
It was on a good line. A 7-footer right here.
Yep, tracking nicely.
That's a good putt to make, that one. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Now at the 17th hole.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Oh, that was flushed. From about 130 yards here. Chosen the pitching wedge here. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Putting for par. Good stroke. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Sitting at 13 over for the day. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
And going with driver off the deck with this shot. Well, this should be unpredictable. Don't know what you're going to get from the golfing gods here.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Bit quick in the stroke. That looked pulled. That'll sting a bit. 5 feet coming up to the cup. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full-time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the... 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA champ Rich Beem. A real thrill to be alongside you in the booth.
Looking forward to the action out on the golf course today, Luke.
This shot from the first cut of rough. This would be a great up and down. Time now for the fourth shot. How close was that to going down? Let's try and make this one. Only dropped the one shot. She's currently tied for 8th. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
That's not what she wanted. Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
This is like a bad lie with a bit of grilled bad lie on top, sprinkled with dashings of bad lie.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
This one headed left.
Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. And here we are with their 4th. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Love watching this player around the greens.
She's currently tied for 4th. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
I don't know if they meant to do that.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. Getting ready to play their 3rd. "11 feet to the cup."
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
This one's online. Yep, well hold for bogey. She's currently tied for 7th. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Right up in the canopy of the trees. Well, Rich, I'm being honest. This lie is putrid. Is that what they had in mind?
You come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
Playing their 4th shot. 3 shots off the lead. That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. What does she have in front of her here, Henny?
Yeah, she's looking at roughly, I'd say 165.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Oh, just missed. This next putt is for bogey. The dreaded shove always hurts on the greens. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
And that shot back in the fairway. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Time now for the fourth shot. 5 shots off the pace. Bogey putt coming up here. Not their best stroke. Seem to have pulled that one. Just 3 feet to the cup. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Sitting at 7 over for the event. Here we have a long par 5.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
That's heading into the rough, I think. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
What's she facing with this shot, Henny?
Yeah, she's got a solid 175 here.
That's a high-quality approach shot, that one. Well done by her.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Just didn't drop. That's disappointing. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Well done. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Can she make her par on this one?
Looking better.
Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
And that is a nice up and down out of the greenside bunker for the par.
Now 7 shots behind after that. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play. And this green sits below the players on their 2nd shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Playing from around 160 yards.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Oh, well played. This putt coming up is for birdie. It's tracking. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, she's looking at a little over 140 yards.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, well played.
Great touch.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Time to tee off on the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
This one is all over it.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. right by the hole. Putting for a par here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 5 strokes behind. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Wow, what happened there?
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
And here we are with their 4th. 5 shots off the lead. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
Okay, steady now. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Currently at +8 for the day.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Second shot here on the 13th. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well, let's hope this one draws a good lie, because it's not going to be on the fairway. Now that's well played. Safely onto the putting surface. She needs this to save par. Yeah, that putt looked pushed. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
Going with the hybrid. This one needs to kick left. That was a bit of a miscue.
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
An opportunity to make a par here. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment, as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. Playing their 4th shot. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. And makes it for the bogey. Sitting at 10 over par for the event. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And the putt drops, but that's back-to-back bogeys now.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Well, that was a bit of a wild swing. Probably be a similar result too. Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston. I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in 2 by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
That was a gallant attempt. No, that's too bad. A par putt on the table. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston can be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
And from the bunker here. Okay, phase one complete. You've got to make a good putt here. She's got this to save par here. Ooh. And this one will be for bogey. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back